you think the first movie starring an LGBTQ character was released?
1980.
90s?
Probably like the 1960s.
I think the first LGBT character in a movie took place in the late 80s.
Maybe early 2000s.
I'd say the 80s. I would say 90s.
Can you name any movies with an LGBTQ character?
Let me think about it.
2,000 years later.
Milk.
Good one.
I haven't seen any movies recently, so I don't really know.
I know there's some that I've seen, but I can't name them at the moment.
Why don't you remember?
A movie with a character in it would be Finding Dory, which is the first Disney movie to openly have a queer couple in it.
Clueless.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hold up.
Brokeback Mountain.
I don't know what that is.
Wait, that's fine.
I don't know.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay, I'm gonna name one more because it's 3 people. Okay. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
So do you know of any TV shows that star LGBT characters or any LGBT people on TV?
Yes, I do. I recently started watching a show called The 100, and the main character is actually is lesbian, so yeah.
Yeah, there are a couple. I think there's like the Fosters, there's Good Luck Charlie, and Modern Family is a really big one.
Oh, Ellen. I love Ellen.
The most prominent one is definitely Ellen. I'm pretty sure you've gotten a lot of
Oh yeah,
answers
everyone
about
likes
that.
Ellen.
There's also Barney from How I Met Your Mother. I've seen a lot of episodes from them. He seems to be one of the most dynamic characters.
Oh, yeah?
He gets all the girls, but he's gay in real life. And that's interesting. And also Beauty and the Beast has a gay couple, so that's going viral right now.
Off the top of your head, do you know if any LGBT individuals are in the fashion industry?
I think Colton Haynes is from Teen Wolf.
I really don't know.
And no one knows.
Yeah, Calvin Klein.
Yeah, I don't know anyone in the fashion industry that's LGBT.
Why, oh, why, tell me why.
Do you think the LGBT community is well accepted in the fashion industry?
I think they are because when I see most of the fashion companies, a big majority of the models are from the LGBT community.
Well, for any firm to generally do well, they would probably have to have some sense of social accountability. So in that sense, for a firm to just generally do well, they would have to be accepting. So in that sense, I feel like they probably are.
Do you think within the LGBT community there are any stereotypes that connect to the fashion industry?
I think there are because when we see male models, people assume that they are gay, but not all of them are.
Well, as far as stereotypes goes, well, there are some kind of common tropes people associate with people who are happen to be in the LGBTQ community and the fashion industry, namely the clothing styles and so on and so forth. So there is that association within social circles about individuals in those groups.
Have you seen any LGBT ads, and if you have, which?
I saw one for, I think it was Dove, where it's a trans woman in a public restroom and she's nervous to get out of the stall just because there's a group of women just hanging by the sinks, and it's something about don't be scared or something like that. I can't really remember what the slogan was, but I think it was Dove. I don't know why. Yeah, it was that one.
No, I have not seen any LGBTQ ads.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So I really haven't seen any LGBTQI ads that I remember. I don't think I've recalled seeing any LGBT ads.
One of the only
commercials I remember watching that had the LGBT community in it was the That's So Gay commercial.
How do people react nowadays to LGBT in advertisements?
I think they're very positive. Like, I feel like it's either like they want more companies to do more advertisements that like focus towards everyone, like those groups.
But I do think people are more accepting now than they were before. Just I guess everyone I've talked to, and I do have some friends that are within that community, and I just feel like people are a lot more accepting than they used to be.
People have been acting like negatively towards it, and
Do you think the country has become more accepting or will become more accepting of the LGBT community and being represented in ads?
I think our country is becoming more accepting of the LGBTQ community, and we'll start to see more ads and things. I do think that we will see more LGBT ads, but because before I just feel like they weren't so common, and if we did see any, it was just not normal, I guess, to other people. But I feel like since people are more accepting, there is progression within within their community.
I think the country will become more accepting of the LGBTQI ads just because if people see it more and it's normalized, like people will accept it more.
Nowadays it's kind of like split in between because not everyone will accept it. Some people are more open to progressive ideas, but the country is very split on the idea of LGBTQ becoming a bigger population. So I think definitely in the future people will become more accepting, but at the moment not as much.
I personally do not believe this country is accepting of the LGBTQIA community, because if it was accepting, then there wouldn't have to be a need for like these there wouldn't have to be a need for advocacy groups in general. There needs to be more, I guess, programs for LGBTQIA in the country in general. I guess that's it.
Do you know songs that pertains to the LGBT community?
Well, I know Lady Gaga writes a lot of songs, and she's an advocate for the LGBT community, along with Sarah Bareilles, the song Brave. I'm pretty sure she wrote it about her friend that came out to her. And then, of course, Katy Perry's classic song, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It.
No.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's Same Love by Macklemore.
Even if I try, even if I wanted to.
I'll do that.
No, I don't think so.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yes, I do.
What's the name of the song? Do you know it?
Same Love by Macklemore.
Yeah.
Even if I try, even if I wanted to.
Do you think it's becoming more normalized for LGBT characters now, or do you think like with the new presidency it's hindering the fact that it's becoming more normalized?
I don't think it's hindering, because the LGBT community seems like more open and we're more accepting, and I also really think like Ellen was a huge part of it. I really love Ellen, the Ellen show.
Thank you very much. Do you think there's going to be more LGBT characters today or in the near future, or do you think like anything with the presidency is going to stop that?
I think because like laws have been passed like allowing gay marriage, like they'll definitely be more acceptable in TV shows and definitely coming into the TV show realm.